Welcome to the Jordan Leer program, episode 92. Number 92, like fucking James Harrison. Not Jason Gilden. I was thinking Jason Gilden originally. Great Steelers linebackers. Steelers, they always get the linebackers. Jack Lambert, James Harrison, Joey Porter. Fucking, what is Kendrell Bell? Number 97? You know, Lamar Woodley, Larry Foote, James Ferrier, Mean Joe Green. Was he a defensive end? I don't know. I used to love the Pittsburgh Steelers. I used to love the black and yellow, especially when they had Cordell Stewart and fucking Hines Ward and Plaxico Burress out of Michigan State. Plexiglass. Fucking Antoine Randall, Bill Cowher, Jerome Bettis, Willie Parker. You know. Remember Chris Fuamatu Ma'afala? Lee Mays. There's some fucking number 87. Who's that fucking Mark Bruner? Was that his? No. Tight end. I remember there was Heath Miller, 83, but before that, there was some other fucking Alan Faneca. Fucking, who's that center? Jeff Hardings. Who's the fucking right tackle? Willie Colon. Fucking know some what am I supposed to do with this information about a football team in Pittsburgh that I mostly watched from 1999 to 2008? And I don't watch anymore. And I've never been to Pittsburgh. I've still never been to... I never went to a Pittsburgh Steelers game. I never fucking been in my life. Watched them on CBS if the time schedule worked out because I was in Michigan. I was such a big Steelers fan. I don't watch football for dick no more. I don't watch it for pussy either. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't know. It's, football is a cool game. It's cool. I played football growing up. It was fun. It was fun. It is fun. It's cool. You watch a couple documentaries on the refs rigging things, and it's just like, it's hard to get. I don't know. Don't watch football anymore. The things you care about in this life, they used to get me up on Sundays. Ooh, watch some. And your whole day's happiness depends on whether or not this team that you don't know from a city you've never been to, you've never gone. I still have never gone. I've been to a lot of cities. Never been to Pittsburgh. You wonder if it's a waste of time. That kind of shit, Is it a waste of time to fucking stare? Did you build something in yourself, yelling at things that you couldn't have any effect on? Does that manifest itself in your life? That's what it always is with so many fucking things. I don't know, man. Steel Town. I have no plans to go. I have no plans to go to Pittsburgh. I have no plans to get back into Pittsburgh Steelers or football anytime soon. Or there war after. I don't know what I have plans to do. What's my big high? I guess I'm into books these days. Am I going to feel the way about books the way I fucking felt about... Oh, I'm already starting to. The way I am about movies and books, that's going to be my new Pittsburgh Steelers. I give it 10 years. Give me 10 fucking years. I'm going to stop reading. And I'm going to be like, that was a waste of fucking time. I should have been living, movies. And then I'll do like that for 10 years. I'll just like only do real life. Just mainline real life. Be like fucking dead sober. No fucking marijuana, alcohol. No kizzy cane. Nothing. Just mainline fucking life. Raw dog it. No sugar. No sugar. You mainline that fucking life for 10 years. No ayahuasca. None of that pussy-ass shit where you get over there and you fucking have ayahuasca and you flip your brains out. And you're like, I'm better now to go back into fucking society. Fuck you. Mainline life. Don't jerk off either. just have a lot of wet dreams. And then after that, you pick up a phone and you realize your previous 10 years were bullshit. Be like, I should have been fucking interacting, playing a little social media. And then you get one Facebook fight with your aunt or your best friend who you have different political views on, you haven't talked to in 10 years. That's life, baby. That is life. You know what it's got me feeling? Go Steelers. Fuck it. Who's their guy? I think I know their quarterback, actually. Kenny Pickett, it was. And they fired their offensive coordinator, that fucking Canada. I know a thing or two. I know a couple comics from L.A., Kyle Kreis and Greg Benevent. I'm sorry if I'm fucking up your name, Greg. Flappers, man. I love you. They're both from Pittsburgh. They're like from Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh fans. Like they fucking go to games, and I love their TikToks because they only talk about Steelers shit. And I'm like, this just tickles this. Like I don't gamble, but I do little nerd things like this where I gotta go Wikipedia Marvel character or some celebrity's divorce settlements. I like those two. And sometimes I like pontificating on the Steelers. Back when fucking Cordell Stewart changed the fucking game with Bill Cowher. All right. As always, thank you for tuning in to the Jordan Leer program. If you want to support me monetarily, you can donate $1 to my Patreon. You can sign up, or you can just start hitting me likes. You can increase the views. You can tell people who Jordan Leer is, and he has a YouTube. And he may or may not be shadow banned by a person who's head up at Instagram because he went to college with them, and he can fucking, I think about that sometimes. I'm like, be careful who you piss off in life. And I'm like, be careful you don't piss off. What are you supposed to do? Anyways, thank you. This week's episode is sponsored not anymore by my boss. My boss unsubscribed from my Patreon, mostly because I walked off the job site Thursday. When you do manual labor for work and your hands, you can't feel them. You think maybe I'm not useful today. And sometimes you get tested in life. Sometimes the great spirit of life. Oh, man. I love my boss. He's so fucking funny. He's like my number one fan. He watches all my short films. Literally, I've got a bunch of short films. Hound Dog of Hollywood, Blue Flower, Some Kind of Wonderful. The stuff, it's on my YouTube. It's on my website. If you go to the film section, and stuff I've made over the years through college and then onward. I'm trying to reorganize all my shit. I just fucking trying to take my life seriously because one of my fucking hard drives that I stole from Michigan State years ago. Look at this. I stole this from Michigan State my senior year, and I had a lot of my shit on there. And luckily I transferred a lot of it, but I think the hard drive's dead, and that's what you get for fucking betting your life on something you steal. Fuck. Stole it from Michigan State. Come and get it, bitch. You stole my innocence, getting me drunk all the time and addicted to this. Yeah, you unsubscribed from my Patreon because I left work Thursday morning. I couldn't hack it. I fucking couldn't. I just couldn't hang. We're fucking putting buckets down, and I was like, I can't feel my fingers. I gotta go. I gotta sweep. Sorry, man, but I respect him unsubscribing. God, the people don't understand. I respect it. You fucking subscribe, and I love you. And if you he even sent me a picture. He's like, fuck you, I don't support you. I'm like, at least that's something that's real, It's not like you're fucking, I don't even know what I was going to go off on some stupid tangent that didn't have anything to do with that. I love it. I respect the game. That's what I'm sponsored by this week. Welcome back to the Jordan Leer program. Welcome to the fan comments, questions, concerns aspect of the program. This is where I don't know, some of my YouTube comments or TikTok comments or people message me. I like to put it down here. Okay, here's a reoccurring one I keep getting. Is it supposed to be dark? Turn a light on. I'm getting that a lot. From my girlfriend included. She actually said that. Because it's backlit. It's very backlit. And sometimes it's fucking dark even though I use a light. And I like the backlighting. You know? Today I'm looking at it already. It looks more lit than usual. But like the last one was pretty dark. It was kind of silhouette-y. You know, kind of fucking like David Fincher. You know, Panic Room, Social Network, fucking Seven lighting. You know what I mean? It's called style, motherfuckers. Artistic. You know what? I say this over and over again. And someone else take this idea from me. But everyone with your fucking perfect podcast equipment, someone else commented on my shit. They're like, make it more expensive. Get this dweeb out of here. You guys have fun with your finished product of every fucking thing. Have fun with your fucking Taylor Swift version of everything's perfect. And I love Taylor Swift. But come on, there's a little bit off in the real world that I'm trying to Edward Albee hold a mirror up and represent. And maybe I'm not even doing that good of a job because I'm looking at this frame and maybe it's just me with my beautiful hair and, you know, my stunning features and my beautiful tan I'm getting from the sun. Gosh, I should go back to that job I had. I shouldn't have walked off. I could have got a better tan. This is beautiful. You know, I forgot what I was saying. Is it supposed to be dark? Yeah. Okay, I lightened it up. You're right. Hey, guess what, world? You're right. You know what? Maybe I should make it better. Maybe Taylor Swift makes more money because she's a better artist. Maybe I have to consider that option. Someone said nice Buffy shirt. I had a Buffy the Vampire shirt on the last time. That's great, of course. Someone else said MF Mel Gibson changed the film world with Apocalypto. If you know what they're saying with that? They're talking about Mel Gibson. That's the type of person I could meet. They just say that at a party. We're fucking talking for an hour about Mel Gibson. Okay? You bring up Apocalypto. It's a good fucking movie. Another comment, they were talking about Man of the House. Someone said Chevy Chase 100% verbally abused Jonathan Taylor Thomas off camera. I never heard that, but that did make so fucking sense. Well, you know why? Because he had to make Jonathan Taylor Thomas not like him. And I bet he's a really good actor. He's doing some fucking method shit on him. Because JTT, he really doesn't like Chevy Chase in that movie. And you're kind of like, what's your problem? He's just a dude banging your mom, and your fucking dad's a douche, and he's not around anyway, so someone's got to hit it. And Chevy Chase knew that there wasn't enough that showed why Jonathan Taylor Thomas might hate him, but he needed to bring the heat so I could have some chemistry. So good on Chevy for abusing that kid. Someone else commented, I was talking about Bad Boys. They said, Bad Boys was corny 30 years ago. Yeah, well, you're not getting my fucking Christmas card. Someone else I was talking about, Into the Blue, and Jessica Alba. I made a joke about her probably having like anorexia or bulimia to get those abs. What do you fucking... I've had abs before. You know what it takes? Not eating. Okay? They said nothing funny about eating disorders. And then I realized I started getting a lot of comments on the same thing, which always is some controversial thing that has nothing to do with what I was really talking about in the video. They said nothing's funny about eating disorders. Someone else, random, commented, first world probs. Then that original person said, I have more money than you. And then that person responded, probs not, I'm a nuclear systems operator. Doubt it. To which I responded, please don't nuke us. Whatever you guys are fucking talking about. I ain't trying to bring that kind of heat. Not nuclear fission. Please, Lord God. And then they responded, I'm a stock trader. And then they responded, "That's not a metric of wealth. I could sell a single stock and make more than you do doing 200 whatever." They got a fucking long-winded shit. And then they responded, "I'd love to see you water a planet." And I don't know, I might have missed a comment in between there, but I love fire and I love heat, and it makes me feel like I'm on to something. You think I'm on to something? Think getting some heat? I think this is just a hobby I do to pass the time in between getting back on the roof until I die. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting some heat. I don't know. My buddy Lee Jennings too. He commented. He says he's like, "I'm catching up on podcasts." And what else he say? Send me the script to the line. Yeah, I wrote the script about my hometown. I need to send that to him. That'd be great. And I need to give props out to my buddy from high school, Ryan Wolf. He told me to lower the volume on my little audio recorder, my fucking Zoom, because I was peaking too much. And I think he's right. And I've enjoyed the audio quality more. Thank you, Ryan. All right. We'll get on to the program next. Meet and whistle of this whole thing. Ring out another of those go. Program, the meat and whistles of this show, the list of everything I read, everything I watched, everything I fucking put onto my brain, consumed, and say a little fucking thing about it. And sometimes some people are like, "Hey, what's your point?" There is no point. There's no point in this podcast. There's no point of anything. You're not gonna get a clear, concise, detailed description of any of these movies or books or anything I say. I'm just doing this for me. Motherfuckers, this is like my little ranted journal therapy session of things I did so I can recount real life, so I can make sure it happened. And even though I'm talking about fiction that I'm consuming, it's what I want to do. And there ain't no other podcast fucking doing it. So go listen to every other one if you don't like it. I read another book. I read Starship Super Trooper Poopers. This movie is badass. This book is dense. I'll get to it. There'll be a book report on that. Other than that, I just watched movies. I didn't watch any fucking TV really, or any documentaries, no plays, nothing. Now this week, power slamming some fucking movies. Some good ones, some bad ones. I started off with Into the Blue 2. Into the Blue with Paul Walker and Jessica Alba was fucking amazing. Scott Conn too was in the movie. It's great. Oh, and in that movie, Ashley Scott, I guess, plays like the fourth person, Scott Conn's girlfriend. And me and my girlfriend were trying to look up the cast and stuff, so I looked up her Instagram, and I followed it, and she followed me back, and she watched some of my stories, and I was like, "That's cool. You're Into the Blue, and you think I don't know, a reporter, or fucking my podcast is worth a fuck, or maybe she saw that I was on Young Sheldon, thinking I'm a real actor, which I am. I'm a real actor. To be or not to be, that is the fucking question. With this noble in the mind, so this things in there, so I just fortunate to take arms against sea troubles and by pussing, and then to die to sleep no more, and by sleep to say we in the heart I get the thousand after shock, the flesh is there too. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. All right, after that I read Into the Blue 2. Don't let me glance over this. Has nothing to do with Into the Blue 1. But it stars Luke from the OC, the guy who banged Marissa and then banged her mom, Julie Cooper, and then his dad was gay, so he took off up the coast to Portland And then so did Seth, and that's who Seth stayed with at the beginning of season 2, because he rode his yacht up the coast, or he took it part way and took a bus. Yeah. We've been on the run, hiding from the sun, running down the 101. California full of bums. Stinking in their skunky rugs. Alright, not read. Oh, that movie was like direct to DVD. It was okay. Then I watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Rick Moranis. Joe Johnston directed this movie. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is good. It's very impressive when you think about how they shoot it with the scale of it, you know. Basically, they got some big fucking things that look like small blades of grass, but they're big plants, and it feels like it's stop motion a little bit with like the ants or whatever they see, the grasshopper, whatever is it. I don't know, dude. The movie gets intense. You get scared. That's a good one because it's a kids movie, but it's like a scary feeling, you know. I liked it. People forget about Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, because there's Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves after that, but there was this like other one in between there, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, where he made the kid big, and he was walking around like fucking Godzilla. I should watch that. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. What a good... I feel like they were going to remake that. I read that they were going to like do something with the franchise. I feel like they're not, because of Ant-Man. Because they're doing it too much with Ant-Man, you know, and Disney. They got to pick one small thing. You know what small thing I always want to see? The dude that wrote Jurassic Park, Michael Crichton, is that his fucking name? He had a book called Micro that was about like people going like small or some shit in this micro world. I mean, I never read it, but I know he's a good fucking writer. Anyways. Then I watched the best movie about a bad relationship ever, called Midsummer. Dude, Florence Pugh, this horror movie by, was it Ari Aster? Yeah, same guy that did Hereditary and Beau is Afraid. Midsummer. I watched this with my girlfriend for the first time. She's so good at movies. Like, okay, spoiler alert for the whole thing. The thing dies with like the boyfriend the movie ends with the boyfriend having cheated on her and then getting killed and sewed up into this bear outfit or whatever, and burning in this fire while this fucking girl tripping on LSD or whatever drugs, doing this fucking weird pagan rituals in Sweden, watching him burn for his sins and all this bullshit as a sacrifice, and she's the chosen one now. Anyways, the movie just opens, and my girl, she's so good at movies. There's a painting in the background of a girl like kissing a bear, and my girl goes, "Oh, the girl chooses the bear." And I'm like, holy fuck, what? You know the ending of the movie? And she goes, no, it's this classic thing of like whether the girl would rather run into a man in the woods or a bear. What is more dangerous to her? And most women choose the bear. It's less dangerous than an actual man. A man is scary. Trying to fucking fuck the woman and be crazy to her and shit. I wonder if there's anything, that imagery in The Shining. I know there's the thing where there's like the bear and fucking blowing the fucking... Ugh, it's weird. Anyways, Midsummer's so good. That movie is so gruesome. It's such visceral, like, horror, but you're, like, made uncomfortable by other elements of it, you know? Like, you're made uncomfortable by the suicide stuff at the beginning, and then you're made double uncomfortable by, like, just the weird shit rituals going on, and then people fucking jump off the cliff, and it's graphic. And you feel like you can handle it because everything else was so weird. Midsummer. Man, how is that? I feel like that movie wasn't up for Best Picture. That's like one of the best movies ever. You're crazy. You're crazy. Oh, highly effective film. Effective. I was affected. All right. Then I watched Superbad, and Superbad I saw 5 times in theaters when it came out. Definitely. And it was like my favorite film forever. felt like it helped, it helped get me into movies. I was already like really into movies, but it helped get me into further. I was like learning who Judd Apatow was and this gang of Seth Rogen and guys that made these funny movies and Pineapple Express and Knocked Up, 40-Year-Old Virgin, and even back to Cable Guy and Heavyweights and stuff. And no, I still like, Superbad's great. Okay, I'm not going to take away from that. However, the more I watch it and the older I get, the more I just kind of I can't get too into it. Some of the dialogue, I don't know. It's not Jonah Hill's fault or anything. He was young as fuck when he did it. But it's just like, I was young. Maybe it's because of me. It reminds me of me back then. I don't know. I don't mean to sound like some old fucking schnob. I'm not like, yeah, I'm as you grown up now. I've said the stupidest fucking dumbest things you've ever heard of. There's no point to this. There's no point to anything. There's nothing wrong with being stupid. I'm just saying, I'm not as into Superbad as I used to be. It's pretty fun. I like shock comedy. By all means, I'm a shock comic. I like saying shocking things and them that gets the laugh because it's what you don't expect. But, it's not into Superbad anymore. Maybe I've said the lines too many times. Then I did watch a movie that does hold up. It holds up. It's called Holes. I'm tired of digging, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. Holes. Anything Shia LaBeouf is just, it's a treasure. I love Shia. I love everything he's in. I love every movie he's in, even if it's a boring movie. It's good because Shia LaBeouf is there. He's a great actor. Talent of our generation. Holes, man. John Voight's in that. Yeah, he's Mr. Was he Mr. Ma'am? What's it, Mr. Sir? Mr. Sir with his fucking thing. My acting teacher was roommates with John Voight. They were buddies. They did Meisner together. And he emailed John Voight asking him, like, what the hell was he thinking with that character choice? And John Voight didn't respond. That's what my acting teacher told me. Fuck you, Bill. I think John Voight's acting was hilarious. I think he read the book and he understood he was going for a certain comedic angle there, and he nailed it. Sorry if you didn't like it, William, who I respect. William Alderson, I respect you very much, sir. Then I watched Liar, Liar. Liar, Liar is like a masterpiece of acting. The shit that Jim Carrey's... Jim Carrey, when he plays a role, he plays it truthful. It might be ridiculous. It might seem absurd. It might be absurd, but like he embodies the old acting technique of living truthfully under imaginary circumstances. And in this case, where his kid says a wish in which his dad can't lie for one day, and he absolutely plays it. He just can't lie. Everything is the fucking truth. He's so funny. He's so... Because he just, like, the movie's written perfectly. I don't know who wrote it. If Tom Shadyac wrote it. Tom Shadyac, the same guy that directed Ace Ventura, made Liar, Liar. But the expressions on his face that he can't lie is fucking insane, man. I don't know. Jim Carrey, the man of 1,000 faces. He once made a point to be able to make 1,000 impersonations of people just with his face. That's not a fucking way to learn how to act. He also did bird technique for Ace Ventura. People don't know that. Yeah, fucking character technique used by method people where they start from the ground up and choose an animal that embodies their character's emotions and stand it up with the character. He did the bird shit. That's why he's always doing this shit. You learn things through here, motherfucker. Alright, then I watched Fun with Dick and Jane. Another Jim Carrey movie. People forget about Fun with Dick. I can't quit saying it. Fun with Dick and Jane. It's kind of about like Enron-esque companies, and this shit. And oh man, people forget Jim Carrey made a bunch of movies. You don't realize, like this, The Number 23, Yes Man. What else he makes? Some fucking movie where he's like fighting with Steve Carell over who's the better magician. You know, Bruce Almighty. He made these fucking movies you guys forget about. Okay, Fun with Dick and Jane. The chick that used to be married to David Duchovny. She's in it. She plays the wife. They're like, let's have sex on Saturday. Not a bad flick. Then for Juneteenth, I watched The Great Debaters. Denzel Washington. He's a great actor. I'm sorry. He's not a great actor. He's the greatest actor ever. He's a great director, too. Dude just makes movies that are good and entertaining. Have you ever seen The Great Debaters? Okay, well, you've seen Remember the Titans, okay? Now picture that with a debate team, motherfucker. Yeah. Who's your daddy now, Jerry? That but debate. What is your major premise and what is your minor premise? Fucking rising up in this world. And then it came back to communism at a certain point in that plot in that movie. What the fuck's that about? I didn't take an economic class. I don't know about your economics. I don't know. That's Jordan talk. I don't know. I don't fucking... As soon as they start bringing up economics and communism and that being the crux of the issue, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't understand stuff. I don't know money. All right. And I watch Kill Bill Volume 2. I get in this run where I just start watching Tarantino movies in the summer. He's I don't know, he's a summer guy. Feels good. Kill Bill Volume 2. What can I say about this? Kill Bill 2, the Western. You know, 1 is supposed to be like the Kung Fu Samurai volume of the series. They're both blends of each other. They take from it, but 2 is the Western. I love the training sequence with Pow Mai. I don't know. The guy who teaches the 5-finger heart exploding technique that she uses on Bill at the end, and he yanks out that one chick's eye, and then she poisons him with the fishes. That's just good. The whole movie's a beautiful masterpiece. It's good. I watch Reservoir Dogs. I don't know. What can I say about Reservoir Dogs? I never need to go back to L.A. again, ever in my life. But I like watching Los Angeles through Tarantino movies. The Big Lebowski, Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Heat. I'll watch them. I'm not going back to L.A. I'm not going back to Los Angeles, okay? I can have... The dude is there in 1991 forever, okay? It's cool for me. Then I watch Starship Troopers. I'll go way into depth on this on the book report when I get to it, but Starship Troopers with fucking... Everyone fights. How's it go? One rule, everyone fights. If a bug doesn't kill you, I'll kill you myself, or something like that. It's about being a citizen. Rico's Roughnecks. What are you gonna do? Alrighty. Then I watched Thelma and Louise. Thelma gets him into some trouble. And I'm not talking about the part where she gets all sexually assaulted on fucking Capital Ard. Suck my cock. But after that, like Thelma fucking with Brad Pitt after he says he robs places and she just leaves him alone in the room. And then she's so insistent on giving him a ride. And then after that, she's the one that holds up the place. And I get it. She's been traumatized. She's been through a lot. But holy shit, Gina Davis. Susan Sarandon. Thelma, I just need to figure out what to do. There's like 40 minutes of Susan Sarandon, them just stopping at hotel rooms and her going, I just need to figure out what to do. Fucking Michael Madsen has to send him money and he shows up anyways and kicks Brad Pitt the fuck out. Michael Madsen was such a hot commodity around the time of Thelma and Louise because he was doing like that and Reservoir Dogs and then fucking Free Willy. He was the dad in Free Willy. Like, he was just a likable guy. And then after that, he's doing Sci-fi movies forever. Straight to the Sci-Fi Channel. And I'm jealous. I wish I could fucking rack into sci-fi. He's in one of those fucking snake movies where it's desert snake, some shit. I don't know. Big anaconda. It's like he's in like Anaconda 8 or some shit. I love that. All right, where we at, dog? Oh, then I was still on a road trip mood. I was watching Rain Man. My girlfriend, she's like, "Wow, Tom Cruise is an ass." I think it's a brilliant movie. It's made by Barry Levin, one of the same guy that made Envy, about the vapor rise with Ben Stiller and Jack Black, and he also made Good Morning Vietnam. He made a bunch of other movies too. Anyways, dude, he is a jerk to Dustin Hoffman. Tom Cruise is so rude to him, but it's great acting to me. He's so on. He's such a needy bitch trying to get his money out of his brother, making him count cards and shit, and calling him an idiot all the time. Rain Man's great. Tom Cruise is great. My dad is Tom Cruise. He's great. I saw Godzilla -1. I watched it with all its subtitles, the shit. I watched it on Netflix on my little computer. The movie looks great. I'm bummed I didn't see it in theaters. Everyone's like, it was amazing. It was pretty good, but I was watching Godzilla like this. I'm so disappointed in myself for not going to the movie theater for that one. And what was I going to do? I was busy. Hey, I had a lot going on. We all got a lot going on. Okay. Then I watched Team America World Police. That fucking movie is so fucking funny. Trey Parker, Matt Stone, fucking shitting all over Rent with their play called Lease. AIDS, everyone's got AIDS. AIDS. That fucking movie is so ridiculous. I love it. It's just puppets. It's great. People don't understand, Trey Parker is he's a musical guy. He was a musical theater guy. One of his first big feature films was a musical. It's called Cannibal Man or something like that. It's a musical. I haven't watched it yet. I need to. I don't know. He's always been into drawing and puppetry and all this the South Park, the cut and paste shit, and he's a musician. He does all the music for South Park and shit. He does the music and does all the voices in Team America. He writes all the songs. I don't know. And Matt Stone's I don't know. They're just brilliant. It's funny. They're insane. What do you say about Team America World Police? Is that the best American movie of all time? After Forrest Gump? Life is like a box of Team America World Police. Then I rounded it out with some movies I've been real casually watching. Shrek. I don't know. I barely watched Shrek. I just had it on. I've seen Shrek a million times. Chris Farley was supposed to be Shrek. For years. He was the guy attached to it. He was doing voiceover tests and stuff with the animation. They're trying to get the animation right. James Cameron, that shit. He wasn't going to direct it, but, DreamWorks. Watch Amazing Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield. It looks like no one flipped open a Spider-Man comic book. They were just given some notes to roughly go by to make it Spider-Man enough. It just looks like no one gave a fuck in this movie. And it's kind of fun to watch. I don't mind it. Whatever. Spider-Man, I get it. It looks like a fan-made film with movie stars in it. That's what Amazing Spider-Man looks like. Like a fan that doesn't know anything about Spider-Man. It's fine. Then I was watching What About Bob? What About Bob? I remember watching this as a kid and really not understanding it and being uncomfortable. And now it's funny. It's dark. It's the truth. Boundaries. Hey, you got to have boundaries in your life. Listen, Bob. I'm on vacation. Where are you at? Martha's Vineyard? Huh? Fire Island? Huh? Bill Murray. The guy's just himself, dude. relentlessly in all his movies. Gotta respect that. What about Bill? What about Bill? Where's his best actor, huh? What about Bill? Huh? You give it to him posthumously? Some bullshit. Give it to him now, you fruit nasty people. Come on. Give Bill Murray an Oscar. Should have got it for Lost in Translation. I never saw that movie. Now, he should have got it for Rushmore. That's what's up. Yeah, I was in the shit. All right. It's a good enough art piece. You have a good time with your lives. Hope you watch a lot of movies. Hope you comment on my stuff. I hope you subscribe to my Patreon and my Instagram and do a lot of stuff. And just Venmo me like $100. It's cool. Thank you for coming to the Jordan Leer program. You're all a part of this now.
the new house, baby.
Another hit right there, babe. There's another month right there. Ba-bing, free. Have another month. Buy a couch with that song.
Oh yeah.
Bought this fucking whole place with that song. I bought my whole life with that song. I got her with this song, and it's priceless. I lost her in the divorce for about £1 million, which was about half the other album. It's a bit sour, but I did get her right.
Okay.
Just they didn't like the tune. They wanted more metal.
No.
That's some pussy ass shit, mate. Shite, mate. Shite. Metal. Metal.
Metal.
You want fucking metal? You think I don't know fucking metal?
No, we know.
Yeah, okay. I don't fucking know metal. I don't know fucking metal. You ain't gonna fucking know what it's like to play metal.
Yeah.
You gotta know what it's like. I seen a man at the liquor store begging for your change. It was necessarily been locked down for the days. Asked the man for what he could spell with shame in his eyes. Get a job, you fucking slobs, or even tried. God forbid you ever have to walk a mile in his shoes. 'Cause then you really might know what it's like to smell like poo-poo. Then you really might know what it's like. And you really might know what it's like. Waiting for a kid named Tom. Said he was in love. Said don't worry about a thing, baby girl, but man, you've been drinking some. 3 months later, on said on came on protocol. Swear goddamn in full of a man calling off his balls. Asked for the clinic and she got some static, walked in through the door. They call her a killer and they call her a sinner, they call her a whore. God forbid you ever had to walk a mile in her shoes. And you really might know what it's like to have to choose. And you really might know what it's like